I've decided to mix things up a little bit because there's a market that the people in the entertainment sphere tend to ignore, and that's the romance novel area because we are starting to see many adaptations of books coming to film, and they're getting a lot of attention. The perfect example is the recent film It Ends With Us, which was written by Colleen Hoover and now has a giant scandal attached to it thanks to Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. And the news here is that Colleen Hoover has another film that's being made with some big name stars on board while there's all of this drama circulating around the whole Blake Lively affair. And I really want to touch on it because I think that this could be big news when the film actually drops. So let's go ahead and dig into it. My name is Blaine. I'm the host of Criticless Cast and the CEO of Criticless.com. We're an entertainment reviewing platform where you can find us in the Android and Apple app stores. So make sure to do that. But more than anything, right now, hit that subscribe button down below. Go ahead and give that subscribe button a little boop down there. And then the comments, the likes, all of that is great. We really appreciate it. If you want to stay on top of everything happening in the entertainment industry, whether it is reviews or news. But I know you guys came here for the news. So let's talk about this new Colleen Hoover film here, and it's going to be called Verity. It's by director Michael Showalter and is going to be set for a 2026 theatrical release. Now, the big news here is that it's starring Anne Hathaway, Dakota Johnson, and Josh Hartnett, and this is going to be a thriller. This is a mix-up and a change of things from what we saw with the previous film that was based on her novel, which is It Ends With Us, which has all of the controversy surrounding it. There's no way at this point that you haven't seen all of that things that are happening with the whole Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively situation because it's kind of everywhere. This is one of these big Hollywood lawsuit situations, and it does even involve the author to a little bit, Colleen Hoover, which I'll get to in a little bit here, but I really want to talk first about this movie. So, Amazon and MGM Studios is doing the film adaptation, and they're calling it a psychological thriller. And I think that this is great because this is going to bring in a totally different type of audience. Now, we have the director, we have the stars attached to it, but the question is, what is this book about if you haven't read it or don't know anything about it? What it's saying here is that it's a struggling writer, Lowen Ashley, is hired as a ghostwriter for renowned author Verity Crawford under mysterious circumstances, but her assignment takes a dark turn after discovering chilling autobiographical notes. This is the film's logline here, which it says, faced with a series of deadly family secrets, Lowen struggles to separate fiction from reality, while also blurring the lines with Verity's husband, Jeremy. So there's the romance angle there, is the blurring the lines with the husband here. And so I gather that something has happened to the woman whose house she's going to, who is the writer, and there is mystery surrounding it. And so first off, this is a great cast. Josh Hartnett is on the come up here. This dude is on his way back. He recently showed up in Oppenheimer. He was in Trapped. He's done Wrath of Man and Operation. I mean, or Operation Fortune. This guy's been in a whole bunch of stuff lately, and it's a really good sign for him. I want to see him do a comeback because he was one of these teen heartthrobs from back when I was a kid. But also between Dakota Johnson, who's not, she's definitely not going to be new to book adaptations, being that she was involved with the 50 Shades of Grey series, and then Anne Hathaway here, who has recently been doing more of this type of movie. She did The Idea of You. So this is a good get. It's going to catch people's attention for sure with this cast alone, and this plot for sure is very much in this brand of these type of movies and books. But there's some really interesting things here with how they are wanting to target and kind of approach this movie. What it says is, sources close to the project tell Verity the release date was selected to provide a counter-programming for male-skewing tentpoles also debuting in May, including The Mandalorian, Grogu, and Avengers Doomsday. So basically, they are trying to compete against these male-type audience movies with something that's going to appeal to the female audience. But also on top of that, with this being a thriller, with this being a shakeup instead of just like the regular run-of-the-mill romance movie, this could be a thing where this is going to get the wives, the girlfriends, all of that to bring their significant others to this movie, being that it's a thriller, which is smart. And I mean, I don't know anything about this book. I've never read it. It'd be pretty cool if there was like murder and things like that involved, and definitely get some of the dudes' attention there outside of just the romance stuff. But I think that this is pretty cool, and I am interested to see what shakes out with it. But also, this whole Colleen Hoover debacle here, which is that basically she had to come out and speak on all of the things with the recent lawsuit, which makes things very, very complicated. And so she's got all these books brewing for films, but yet Blake Lively is stirring the pot. And the interesting thing here is basically that in the beginning of all of the It Ends With Us saga, she decided to back Blake Lively. But now that things aren't looking so good and it's looking like Blake Lively might actually be the bad guy, she actually ended up, Colleen Hoover got rid of her social media, disappeared off the internet, and has come back and is just like, hey, we're not going to talk about all that. I'm just going to talk about how I'm super broke after all of this It Ends With Us drama and just crack jokes and stuff. But hey, I wish Colleen the best. I hope that this goes great. I mean, clearly people are interested in her novel. She has a dedicated fan base and people really interested in what she's doing. I am just very curious as to what's going to happen with this film, because I think just with her being attached, it has a chance to do very well because people are going to be interested after all of the other drama. So I'm curious to hear everybody's thoughts, and if I happen to snag some of the fans of these books and the other stuff with It Ends With Us, I'm interested to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Definitely let me know if you're planning on watching this, or if you've read the book, what you think about the book. It seems that the book has fairly good reviews, and since this is another adaptation, then I would guess that it's fairly well received. But I think that this is worth talking about. I think that it needs to be in everybody in the movie sphere's mind that these things are starting to happen. They are getting a good audience. It Ends With Us did well, and these are lower budget movies that can star famous people and be made on a cheaper budget and get attention and do really well. So this is definitely needs to be on everybody's radar. But let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be back with some news soon. Everybody take it easy. Later.